Good Monday evening, everybody. It's Monday here in Brentwood, Tennessee. I bet it's Monday where you are too. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hey, has anybody heard that the market's a little hot out there? Had to do that. Hey, I'm glad that you're here. What this is all about is helping people kind of get a handle on the Williamson County area. This isn't designed to be real in-depth, but if you're considering the Williamson County area, if you're like me, when I started looking out to this area, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know anything at all. And it would have been really helpful for somebody to point out the different cities, the different price points, and the kind of lifestyle that's present in each one, because they're all different. They're all different. Williamson County is a little bit of a different beast. It's probably, might check me on this, but it's in the top 10 wealthiest counties in the nation. And I think the only one in the South. So we kind of got that going for us. But a lot of people come here. The schools are really good. It's Tennessee weather, so if you like basically 3 seasons, it's good. It snows once in a while. But anyway, so let me kind of, before I go yap on too much, takes me a minute to settle into this live stuff. You know what I mean? It's nerve-wracking. But so we're going to get started on this, and let me make sure I've got everything cranked up. So if you're trying to figure out if Williamson County, Tennessee would be a good fit for you, and you haven't visited the area or you just don't know much about it, this video is really for you. I'm going to show you the different cities on a map and what the median prices are, and then explain what the neighborhoods are like based on what we see. And I'll show you some pictures of the homes that have sold. Now, we're going to use the median on that. One of the things that most of the time people are really, really interested in when I talk to them on the phone, they're trying to figure out, how much house do you get for your money? If you're coming from Pittsburgh, a median home may cost, I'm going to guess on this, $450. And you get here and the median is $620. So you may you're trying to figure out how far is your money going to go. And that's what this is all about, is so you can get a sense of how far your money's going to go and see if the areas suit you and your lifestyle, that kind of thing. So I'm going to go through some of the solds. We're going to look at a bunch of pictures. If somebody happens to hop online, which often they don't, if you're watching this as a replay, I'll try to schedule these in the future a little bit further out. So if you want to join me, you can, and you can direct me on the map. But in the meantime, I'm going to show pictures of the median home prices. Now, I'm using a median because that's a fair cross section. And what median is if you had 100 homes, it's the houses that are priced right in the middle. Half is higher, half is lower. And so it's going to give you the middle point of what's sold in this, and that'll give you an idea. That's just going to help. It works pretty well that way, rather than the average. Doesn't matter. So what I'm trying to do here is give you a 10,000 foot view of Williamson County and of each of these areas, with just enough detail where you can decide if you want to step forward in investigating. A lot of times people will come out here cold, and it won't be what they were looking for. So this is an opportunity to kind of peek behind the curtain and see what housing is like, what life is like a little bit on this. And if you have questions, if you happen to come on live, again, don't expect that's okay. Happy to answer any of your questions. But if you catch this as a replay, ask questions, and I'll address them either next time or I'll answer you directly, of course. But anyway, so here we go. I'm going to kind of give you a basics on this. Let me get it squared away. Good. Got a few moving parts here. So let's do this. This is what I want to show you first. Now, this may be a little bit hard to see, but this is Williamson County. Let me give you some perspective. Here's the Nashville area. Here's the Nashville area. This is Davidson County up here. And this is Williamson County south, and this is Brentwood. if you're interested in Brentwood, you're going to notice that Brentwood slops over a little bit into Davidson County, but it's the lion's share of it's in Williamson County. And Williamson County is pretty big. You've got these different areas. I'm going to kind of do this a different way here. Bear with me. There we go. Okay, numbers go live. Good. So if we're looking at that, I'm going to just kind of sketch this out a little bit like that, something like that. That's a little bit of a Williamson County thing. So it didn't stretch out quite far enough. But some of the cities we're going to look at Nolensville. We're going to look at Brentwood. We're going to look at Franklin. We're going to look at Spring Hill. We're going to look at Thompson Station. And we're also going to look at Fairview, at these different areas. We're going to break these down median, just like I said. And we'll mainly look at pictures. That's what people are mostly interested in, quite honestly. Is how much did that house sell for? So here's what we're going to do. The first one we're going to look at, is Fairview. Fairview. Now let me fill you in a little bit on Fairview. Fairview is a little bit out of town. It's real close, if you notice. When you go here, it's really close, easy access to 40. So if you're going to Memphis, west, easy to get to. If you're going into town, meaning Nashville, you go east, real easy to get to. Fairview is close to that highway. And the main drag going out there really is Highway 100, a more beautiful drive. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful drive, it really is. But easy access. It's just a little bit of a trick if you're going in this way, because you don't have to. You can go the back routes. But if you take 840, it takes a minute to get back up into Franklin. So let's do this. Here we go. Now what I've done is I've pulled only closed. Now I can't show you, it's against MLS rules, I guess. I don't know why, to show you anything active. Because they think I'm trying to sell something. I'm not. I'm showing you these are just closed so you can see what's actually going on. Remember, listing price is theory. You got your line in the water. Listing price is just theory. Closed is fact. Now, everybody in the world knows that listing price is pretty much just the starting point these days. So, I mean, if something's listed at 500, it's all day long it's selling at 550. Just understand that's the current state of the market, and you'll be okay. But we're looking at closed so that after the dust settles, after the listing price and the negotiations and the rest, if there is negotiation, this is what they end up with is closed, and that's what gets put on the books. So we're going to close this up. And we're going to go to the stats, and here's what the stats are telling us. The median price in Fairview is 400, is that right? It is, $430,000. So of these properties in the last 90 days, there were 72 properties sold out in Fairview, Tennessee. Really beautiful place. I mean, if you like country living, Fairview is your cup of tea. You're gonna love it. You want to come to Tennessee and live in the country a little bit? Look Fairview up. You're gonna love that. So what did I say that was? 430, 450, close enough. So we're gonna look at a house. Okay. List price, sale price. Now, for the most part, when you look at these, for the most part, they're going to be, Fairview's not quite as dramatic. They're going to be over the ask. Excuse me, while I'm surprised when I'm seeing some of these. Oh, those are all 21s. That's really interesting. Anyway, so let's look at this first guy right here. It's built in 21, so it's like brand new, right? It's going to be an Old South home. Hi, Trey Lewis. He's the VP of the company. So that sold 450. That's right in the middle, but it's a brand new house. Let's take a look at this thing. This is what you get for $450,000. Excuse me while I get comfortable. $450,000. It was on the market 7 days. I'm checking a monitor over here to make sure I'm showing you what you need to see. or what you want to see. So you got 7 days on the market. It's about 2,100 square feet. Again, this thing is brand new. Well, real close to new, real close. And let's see what we got for pictures. Real nice house. A little granite, a little dark, nice features, nice appliances. This is, I think they call that beadboard. Is that right? Yeah. Pretty cool balusters. So this is what you get for 450. You can tell new construction, huh? For $450,000 in Franklin. Now just keep this in mind, because man, it is going to change big time. So let's go through. I'm going to go back to the list. Good. Works really well. So this is a 2014, sold for listed 460, sold for 470 in Fairview, 1,800 square feet. That's interesting, isn't it? 1,800 square feet. Let's take a look at this guy. Oh, nice, real nice. 470, 5 days on the market, 1,800 square feet. I think I said that already. If I repeat, just slap me. Send a message, hey, wake up. Let's take a look at this thing. And let's also look at this. This does this pretty well. Where is this place located? Here's Fairview that I was telling you about. It's going to be real close to the highway. Bing, right up there. And this is where that house is. Pretty cool how that works. Make sure it's coming through. Virtually staged, so this isn't, I'm glad they're telling us, this isn't real furniture in there. So let's not, okay. Nice kitchen, backsplash is killer. I like that granite, big time. Sorry. Nice fireplace. Now you've got to back up, take a look at that. Nice floors. Looks like engineered flooring. Nice bathroom. And this is a 2014 build, I think. Nice. Nice, good-sized backyard. That's a nice house. So that's what you get for $470 in Fairview. We're going to do one more. Plus the acreage is 0.23. So that's just enough. That's, you're going to find like 0.23, 20, just enough. You got enough elbow room where you can breathe. Get to 0.3, third of an acre, you're starting to feel a little bit spacious. Half an acre goes without saying. But when you get below 2.0, it starts, the lawn's getting pretty small. So, but that's a good size. That's a good looking house for $470. Remember one of the rules of thumb is, the further you get from town, I want to say the cheaper housing gets, but that's not the word I'm looking for, actually. The less expensive houses are. So a lot of times people will come to town, it's terribly expensive downtown, and they'll start driving away and the prices go down. Because $470, that's pretty good for 1,800 square feet, built in 2014, 0.23 acres. That's pretty good. We'll do one more, okay? One more, but let me look at what? We'll do one, that's new. Look at all the new ones. There's a lot of new ones, a lot. This is interesting. Look at this. Listed at $489, sold for $440. Huh, interesting. Should we take a look at that one? Built in 04. Let's see what's going on. Come on, there we go. Okay, you can tell it's a little bit older, but that's a solid type of house. But it was only in the market 3 days. Huh. No, that's not right. They didn't adjust the price that fast. Won't get into the details. 2,800 square feet. 2,800 square feet. 440,000. 0.7 acres. Pretty big. Let's see where this thing is. Huh, pretty close to the other one. Was right over there, right? Right? Doink, doink. Huh, interesting. So let's take a look at this guy. Again, 2,800 square feet, 3 beds, 2.5 bath, 0.7 on the land. No HOA, seller. Okay. That's a pretty cool driveway. It just needs some updating. I don't know. Oh, fireplace. I thought for a second there, I thought that was insulation. What's up with that? Look at that double, triple tray, double tray. 1, 2, triple tray. Fancy schmancy. Yeah, so it's just, we're just looking at a little bit of updating. But boy, I tell you what, you get, oh, I bet that land is cool. I bet that land is cool. Tell you what, you get a power washer. This place could fix up really nice. It really could. Fix up really nice. So there you go. That's what Fairview looks like. Now, and what's the population of Fairview? That's what I was looking down here. If the camera starts bouncing, say something to me. It's my leg. Fairview population in 2022 was about 10,000. So it's not big, but there's plenty of shopping, you know, I mean, no malls that I know of. I haven't been out there in a minute, but I don't believe there's any malls, but there's, you know, I think there's a Walmart out there. But easy to make a life out there. But if you want to do like heavy duty, if you want to do some heavy duty partying, I don't mean that, but shopping and fancy restaurants, maybe, that would be in Cool Springs or Nashville, and all easy to get to. It's just Fairview's country living at its best. I'd be happy to live in Fairview if I'm kind of locked in. I live in Brentwood, and I'm kind of locked in here, and I like it. I mean, I love living here. But I'm also from Colorado, and I like some open space too. So let's go to our next one. We'll do. What I'm gonna try to do for you is go from the least expensive to the most from the bottom up. So we're gonna do Spring Hill next. Let's see what we got here. Closed 3 months, bam. 399, wow. 399, wait, let me give you, oh good, we're there. 399 listings sold in 3 months in Spring Hill. 399. That's a pretty good number. All right, let's find out what median price is. Remember median? Right in the middle. That's why it's pretty much always going to be 100%. Half of the homes that sold are more expensive. Half of the homes that sold are less expensive. So dead solid middle. This is interesting. Sales price, $442. $442. Somebody help me remember that. $442, Spring Hill. So let's go. I don't know if anybody else likes this, but I'm enjoying this. I wish somebody did this when I was looking. 442, come on. Wow. All right, I'm getting close. 4, come on. There we go. That's, we're gonna wait 1 second here. Spring Hill is partially in Williamson County and partially in Murray County. And we're talking about Williamson County here. Wow, that's amazing. So we're going to do the stats again. 530. Thought that was interesting. 530. Now, 161, that's the number of properties sold in 9 months, Williamson County, Spring Hill. Just so you know, I'm going to give you, here's where, wait, let's do it this way. Getting dizzy, right? There we go. Fairview, wrong. Okay. Again, Nashville, come on. Nashville straight down 65 till you get to Spring Hill. Spring Hill is it's a nice little town. If you anybody out there ever bought a Saturn or know what a Saturn is, some of you probably haven't heard of Saturn. The GM plant is down there, and it's clean industry. It's not like there's smokestacks or anything, but they build transmissions or something down there. GM plant, Spring Hill, Saturn back in the day. That's where it is. Here we go. 5:30. Got it. Here we go. 5:30. So let's do, oh, that's really, now what I want to do is see, these new ones are not good representations. So let me give you an example of how pricing is, especially on, if it's brand new, chances are good it's new construction, and it, you know, the sales price is going to be the list price. But for anything else that's on the open market, so to speak, like this guy here, I wonder if I had to go yellow. I wish it would. Wish that would show yellow. 2015, listed at 550, sold for 577. That's really interesting. Now look at this 04, sold for, listed 550, sold for 550. Huh. These are not as jacked up as I thought. 2013, 560, sold for 577. So it just depends. So we're gonna do 550. Let's do this one. And it's, I want to stay away from the new, well, maybe somebody's interested in new construction. All right, 577. Now we know that it was listed at 550. This is built in 2015, 0.35 acres, so you got a little bit of land. I'm gonna close this up, can you see? Let's look at the street, pink. This is pretty much dead center, which by default, Spring Hill, Williamson County is, because Murray County is south. So here's 65 coming down from Nashville. This is, I think that's 31. Coming down, this comes out of Franklin, and here's the house pretty much in the middle of everything. Yeah, good. All right. 3,000 square feet. Big. That's big. Wow, nice pictures. Whoever took these pictures are good these days. That's a little quality. I'm a stone. I like stone. I do. Everything's coming through okay. Oh, it's got the sliding barn door. That's cool. So this is what you get for $577. What year did I say this thing was built in? That's pretty nice. Wow. The colors on this are nice. It's got a kind of a dusky looking thing. I like that. Oh, that looks, yeah, we could do with an awning back there maybe. Well, wonder why you did that. It's all right. Don't panic. I have no idea why I did that. Can't show you active, against the rules. 161, no problem. We're gonna go back to, that's pretty close, Morton Drive. Okay, so let's look at Morton Drive, and that was built in 2015. 2015, looks pretty good. So 540, let's do a 556, 2021. That's a pretty cool place. Look at the difference in the size though. 2,000 square feet. Look at this difference. 0.18. Beautiful place though. Again, I really like stone. Oh man, that's cool. I hope somebody on the replay likes this kind of stuff because this is pretty cool. That's awesome. Awesome. Here's another thing. You don't see a lot of gas around here. It's mostly electric. I'm going to guess 10% gas, 15%. But this is what you get. What did I say the price was? Surprised not getting more hate comments for forgetting so much. $556 and $492. Clearly a new build, bought a contract. Anyway, that's what you get in Spring Hill. That's what you get. So, what's the next one we're going to look at? We are going to go to Thompson Station. Let's go to Thompson Station. I'm going to do search like this. I'm using that because Thompson, yeah. Because it's got, I can't ever remember if it's got an S after it. Let's see. Thompson's, okay. The apostrophe throws me off. So Thompson Station, let's look at that. Let's go back over here. Bomb, yep. All right, Thompson Station is just north of Spring Hill. To be honest, when you're out there driving around, I think it would be pretty hard to distinguish Thompson Station from Spring Hill in a general sense. These are not towns. Spring Hill has a shopping corridor, but there's no downtown. Thompson Station doesn't have a downtown either. Fairview doesn't really have a downtown. It's sort of a shopping corridor sort of a thing. The only town around here that has a downtown is Franklin, and that's another reason it's super popular, because you can go, you got a downtown. Anyway, so Thompson Station, here we go. 87 listings. Now, the population of Spring Hill is 50,000. Thompson Station population, so this says, is about 8,000. So these numbers are going to be a little wonky because it's such a small sampling. But let's look at the stats. The median price, $690. And part of that is just it's such a small number of, it's a small sampling, but $690 is the number. So surprisingly, Thompson Station is like number 2 or 3 wealthiest cities around, but it's just small sampling. $690. I forgot just that fast. So let's look at a 690. We're going to do this real quick. I'm going to speed up a little bit. Sorry I got that, guys. 2016, that's a good one. There you go. This is Thompson Station. Where is this? Here's 840 that I was telling you about. This is Thompson Station just south of it. This is Columbia. That's where it takes you down into Spring Hill. And there's 65. So there you go. On this particular, it was on the market one day. Original list, $689, sold for $740. 0.20 acres. 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bath, 3,300 square feet, $740. That's a beautiful place. It is closed. I don't want to be breaking any rules. That's cool looking. But what I want you to notice is these are all newer neighborhoods, if you note. See, that's pretty cool. I don't always call that pickled flooring. Nice. Nice, yeah. This is a real popular design where you've got sort of the family room and kitchen all in the same area. And that, you know, so when you're making dinner and everything, it's family time. That's a beautiful place. That's really well done. I'm trying to speed up for you a little bit here. Let's go to the next one. 2015, okay, $750, 2015, Bethel Court, it's 0.33 of an acre. 3,400 square feet, call it 3,500 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 4 bath, nice. Nice. See, this is a nice neighborhood. And Thompson Station, it's an easy drive up into Franklin. Real piece of cake. Hey, 6-string banjo, that's no banjo. Nice. Okay. This is what you get for $750 in Thompson Station. And again, Thompson Station is easy to get. It's real easy to get to Franklin. I mean, zip right up there. But there's no city per se, there just isn't. So we're going to do 3 more. Next one is going to be Nolensville. Dunk. There we go. 105 listings. Huh. That's interesting. Now that's why when you see this, that means the geocode just kind of went nuts. So let's look at I'm going to show you where Nolensville is. Bing. Okay. If this is Williamson, here's Nolensville right there. And you can take this, you take the main drag 41A, I think, go straight into Nashville, or if you go south, you end up on 30A, I think, Florida. But this is where Nolensville is out here. It's a little bit of a drive, and I'll tell you, getting to 65 from Nolensville is, you're going to hit a little bit of traffic on that, generally speaking. Doesn't make it bad. It's not LA traffic, but there's a little bit of traffic. Okay, here we go. Let's do stats. Median, Nolensville, 775. Okay. List. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. That's interesting. Look at that one. That's really interesting. Listed 725, sold for 655. What happened there? Anyway, 755. We're not going to do brand new because we know what that looks like. All right, we're going to do 755, built in 2011. Let's just see what that is. Okay. 2011, 3,200 square feet. 0.33 acres, so you're going to have a little bit of elbow room. Good drone shot. I'm working on my pilot's license so I can fly my drone. Don't know why I would have taken those shots, but that's what they're for. Look, apparently has a pool. See, this is the cool thing about Nolensville, is it's beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful, and the people are nice. And what's cool is you can kind of go, I'm going to say downtown, but there isn't. There's like 41, and it's got shops along there, barbecue places and antique stores. And the people are just lovely out there. I think probably the main thought for folks is they don't want to live in a cramped area. So Nolensville is where they go. It's really lovely out there. It is. Like I said, takes a minute to drive there if you're coming into Franklin or Nashville, because you usually want to go west of the highway and then shoot up. But see, I think Nolensville is really nice. And Nolensville's only got a population of 13,000 people, so it's not a lot. So that's what this looks like. Nice skull shot there. Wow. Nice pool. We have swimming. It's funny, the pools are like 50-50. Somebody either wants one or ain't no way. It's really kind of strange. Half and half. Okay, so it's 2011, 3,200. What did I say that thing? 755. So let's do another one. Let's do even a little bit older. because Nolensville's been around a minute. There's lots of new construction going on, but you're going to see some of these older homes. Listed 750, sold for 785. Okay. Okay. 3,300 square feet, 4 beds, 2.5 bath, 0.29 on the acreage. Oh, there's somebody trying to take pictures of the golden hour or something, I think. Yeah, we're just going to do the gallery on this. Wow, wall of windows. Ooh, that is Ben. You can tell that's 07, can't you? Pretty cool place. Pretty cool place. Gazebo. Hot tub. Where's Eddie Murphy when you need him? See, look at the woods back there. Come on. I mean, really. Cool. All right. That's enough on Nolensville. So that is a really good example of what you get in Nolensville. And the new construction is going to be like anything else. We might take a quick peek at new construction there, and you can see it's same stuff. Not that it isn't lovely. So let's do dead on 750 new construction. Yeah. Apparently I still get to choose. Not a good choice. Sorry. 2011, 2021, let's see. Maybe. Good Lord. Is this going to be? Come on. Yeah. Sorry, guys. We're moving on. New house is new house. Next place is going to be Franklin. Now, there's a lot to be said about Franklin, Tennessee. It is super popular. 424 listen, we're just this close to getting a batch on this. They give you, I think, 500 maximum. So we're going to talk about Franklin here for real quick. Median is 823. Note, we've been going up and up and up in price. Franklin, Tennessee, if you've never been here, let's look at something. Maybe we can, let's do visit Franklin. Come on. Really? That's not what I was looking for, a big killer picture. Franklin, Tennessee has a downtown, and I keep telling people that it'll really remind you of, well, makes me think of, that's real nice. Really? I wasn't prepared for this. It didn't work. That blew up. Franklin downtown is beautiful. It's like Mayberry. I'm going to take a chance here. I'm going to do something. As people are running away. Oh, there we go. Probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Come on. That's just a little bit of downtown, but that's what people move here for. There's like 4 or 5 blocks of that with really good restaurants, really good coffee shops, antiques, per se, yeah, but gifts and clothes, and it's just this is the only one that I know of. Now, somebody could correct me on that, and I'd be perfectly okay with it. But part of the appeal with Franklin is that, because the other places, they don't have anything like that, and this is Franklin's quaint. So it says it's about 90,000 people live there. So what did I say the median was? 830. So let's look. What do you get in Franklin, Tennessee, middle of the road, because that's what median is. Come on. Okay. Now what I'm going to show you here, look what's happening to the prices in Franklin. Really competitive. List 785, sold 911. List 787, sold 845. $789, $840, $789, $880. That's eye-popping. So what did I say? $850? Well, I'm trying to find a number. Let's pick one that was listed for for that. No, let's not. That's dangerous. We're going to pick this guy. Built in 2019. Great. Oh, and this is in West Haven. If you haven't heard of West Haven, prestigious area. If you've ever been to Seaside down in Florida, it very much looks like that. They have really tough color codes, design codes. Big deal down there is you almost have to have a golf cart to drive around. The idea on West Haven is live, work, and play. When you live in one of these places, you can go shopping groceries right there. I think there's, well, I'm not going to say on that. But live, work, and play is the whole thing. You got pools, you got swimming, you got exercise, you got playgrounds. It's self-contained. It's got a little bit of a shopping area, not huge, but it's enough to where you don't have to leave if you don't want to. But make sure you get that golf cart. That's important. Okay. So 7 days on the market. $850 is what it sold for. I don't even want to see what it listed for. $824, no big deal. This is what West Haven looks like. Again, prestigious area. It's very cool. And these are townhomes. Okay. West Haven, when you come visit, even if this isn't in your price range, you got to go drive through it. It's worth the drive. It really is. West Haven is nice. We're going to just do one more in Franklin. I mean, hopefully you can see that okay. Nice looking kitchen. West Haven is very cool. I mean, it is really pleasant down there. Let's see what we got next. Come on. I sense there's trouble in paradise when it comes to the internet here. So let's go to this one. It sold for $910. Very cool. 2017. Yes. 4,300 square feet, call it 44.17. So it's sort of an executive home. What I mean by that is executive homes, really nice property house, but very, very little yard. Beautiful on the inside. Dark, I like dark, I just do. Very nice. Very cool. Okay. See, you're getting... I sense a blow up coming. There she goes. All right. So that's Franklin. I didn't even show you, did I? Let me do this. I want to make sure I got this. I want to cover all my bases. When you're looking at Williamson County, again, wow, kind of like that. Not quite, but sort of. Franklin's kind of in the middle. And again, it's just super popular, family friendly in a big way. There's all kinds of street crafts, street events. There's the Pumpkin Fest. There's the Pilgrimage, I think. It's music. The Dickens of a Christmas. It's just really, really inviting family-wise. Really. They really love their families. So if you're looking for that, Franklin's going to be a good bet for you. So the last one is Brentwood. Now this is sort of dollar-wise top of the heap. And I'm telling you, Brentwood it's awesome. If you look up a little bit of history, Eddie Arnold, the country singer, had something to do way back when with Brentwood. There's arguments on how involved he was, but look it up. It's kind of interesting if you care about that kind of thing. The median home price in Brentwood is $1.25 million. Yeah. So we're going to just look at a couple of prices here. Interesting. 1.1 goes to for 1.25. 1.15, that's straight up. 1975. There's some older stuff, boy. There you go. 1.175 sold for 1.4. Yikes. Wow. Cool. Let's look at that one. It's in Brent Mead. Oh, cool. 5,500 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms. Wait, shoot. Really sorry about that. This is Brentwood. Dang. This is Brentwood, middle of the road. Statistics, median was 1.25. And this is, we just picked, this is only the first one, so we hadn't missed by very much. 1.4, this was listed for 1.175, went for 1.4. 1.37 acres, built in 93. Let's take a look at this. Nice pool. That is gunite, huh? That's the good stuff. That is the good. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, man. I could live there. I could live there. A portico. So your dinner guests don't get rain on them. That's awesome. A winding staircase. Look at that wall of windows. That's pretty opulent place. Pretty cool. Let's see if there isn't any. Wow. A lot of wallpaper. That's all right. Triple tray, or is that double tray? I wonder. Oh, yeah, good. Checked on the sound. I wasn't sure. Would have been better. I spy a photographer's tool. Camera. Okay. Let's look at the next one, and we're going to call that evening. This is pretty cool. Let's 1980. That was 93. Let's look at a 1981. Let's look at a newer one. Bondbrook. I know that area well. Built in 2014. 1.25 is what it was listed for. 1.5. Very cool. Very cool. This, I'm telling you, this is quintessential. Is that the right word? About 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, 4.5 bath, 0.4 acres. Oh, that is awesome looking. This is quintessential Brentwood living. It is. Typically larger lots, typically brick, as you can see. And just kind of classy looking. Maybe, needs some updating. Maybe it depends. Coffered ceilings, kill me now. That's good stuff. And that's the kitchen. Man. This is Brentwood living. It's just cool. And if you look at this thing from the sky, let's make sure we're not missing anything blisteringly cool. Oh, golly. Oh, come on. Yeah. I mean, look at that walk. That is not a walkout basement. That looks like a walkout crawl space. That's cool living right there. And if we look at this thing from the sky, and concrete, yeah, this is just a glorious area. I just love it. That's the Governor's Club. And it's kind of between. This is Nolensville. This is going to be more pedestrian type. I mean, this is where, if you go north, this is where the restaurants, for the most part, and everything for Brentwood is. Concord Road, and this is right in the middle. This is just such a cool, this corridor is really very cool. I mean, when you come to visit, take that road, because it'll take that out to Nolensville, because you'll love it. It's pretty cool. That's really cool. All right, let's see. Is there anything else that I need to share? So here's the bottom line with Williamson County. You can see that you can spend a lot of, I mean, Brentwood is really on the high side. And where'd we start out at? 450, 420, 470 in Fairview. And remember, these are all median. I mean, so there's half of the properties I'm showing you are for less. So don't feel like you can't be in Williamson County. They're great schools. The city government is great. The city elders they really take care of this place. One thing you'll notice that I always tell people when they come to visit, because my pattern is when somebody calls and says, yeah, I think I'd like to live out there. How does that work? I have them come out for just like 2 days, 3 days max. Your first trip, don't come out for longer than that. I mean, just come into town overnight, 1 day to look around, really is all you need. The area is not that big. But you put in some windshield time and you drive. I'll give you addresses. We'll give you an address in Nolensville, one in Fairview if you like country, one in Spring Hill, one in Thompson State. You know, let you drive around, do some windshield time. And that helps people get a sense of place when they go back home. Because then when you're looking at properties on Redfin or Zillow or however, those are all good. Those are good tools. Those are great tools. When you look at those, when you get back home, you go, I remember that. Or you have a better sense of things. Because if I was from Colorado Springs. This is nothing like Colorado Springs. And it wasn't until I got here, it was like, I could wrap my head around what was going on. And it took me a minute to pick where we are. But, I moved here in 2004. Brentwood, it wasn't priced like this at all. I mean, it was a different world. Still expensive, but not like this. Anyway, that's what I try to do is have people come out, if they're serious about it, spend just a couple of days. You don't have to spend a ton. And then when you go back home, you start searching. We'll start talking about areas and see if there isn't a house that you like. The bottom line is, if you like good schools, Williamson County schools, look them up. They're best in the state. Now, people are going to say, but Tennessee's low on the scale when it comes to school ratings and that kind of stuff. There's a reason for that. I'll let you do your own research, but there's a reason for that. Williamson County schools are very highly rated. They're really good schools. Healthcare, it's all over the place. I mean, I think the number one business model around here, saying that right, is healthcare. I mean, you've got HCA, I think it's HCA, and Vanderbilt. You just got a ton of different hospitals and organizations that are based out of Franklin and Brentwood. There's almost that I know of, there's no industrial industry. It's all real clean. They're real touchy about that, even though you've got places like GM. Anyway, hopefully this makes sense. If I've forgotten anything, I don't think I did. If I've forgotten anything, just pop it in the chat and I'll answer you, and I'll try to do better. I think even if nobody's coming, I'm going to keep doing these, because what's going to happen is this median price it keeps rotating. So if I do this every couple of weeks, it'll be a whole different set of houses. So it's always going to be changing, and we can kind of together keep an eye on the market, because I'm in this for you guys. It's you and me together. We're trying to make sense of this real estate market, which is at this point, it doesn't make any sense to me either. It's crazy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you have questions, if you have things that I could do better, don't be afraid to put them in there. Try not to be mean if you can help it. I mean, but I'm open. But I'm putting myself out there to the world to try to help, and I hope it has. So, a little music on the outro. Here we go.